She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the...
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today, collating casualties and losses, dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples, submitting... Generalship is no trifling matter. How could...
I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to...
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as Acting General of the Luofu.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank...
Wow. Nothing tangible then?
Now that thanks have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and—
It's not a mission. The Stellaron crisis, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus rebellion. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with... So, where should we be? It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had... They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with every... That we may. But as logical as things, for example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge waters? I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over...
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's any... if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can... It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took the Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion, as for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken.
I understand. Leave it with...
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, it's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the divination... If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Madam Yukong, you're my role model.
I see. Please extend my regards to the
I will. Our condolences. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express.
Madam Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. Simply the Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real...
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that by combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, it's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relative. It's also my way of saying farewell to Tingyun. I know, I'm selfish. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Tingyun. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own... I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Tingyun's belongings.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wish.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh, it's you.
We're here to help sort out Miss Tingyun's things. Madam Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Amicassator's seal, a small box, a knife. Looks like some kind of antique. But...
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so... If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about could there be other things similar to what Yenming got? We should take a...
There's nothing else, except that... it looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure, I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me. All right, just kidding. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
I've never attended a memorial, and
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today? Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia. And Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is...
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Ting Yun has been...
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new... Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you...
It's getting late. Where to now?
You know how to fix a starscape.
Is that all?
The Lafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Oh, how's it going? Did you... Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over... It's the main tourists fresh off the... Whenever I'm tired of Celeste...
Spices Supreme! Check out that sign!
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. Something from Miss... Oh, what a precious... When she first ate here, I told her she was captivated. She pestered me about dish. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aurum Alley vendors hasn't been... Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real...
Miss Tingyun couldn't tear herself away from work.
Really? Thank you so much. Why don't I give you all a... Oh, speaking of which, it was our chili beef offal...
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended.
What brings you here? This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offer. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Tingyun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Tingyun were the few. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Tingyun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Tingyun gifted others in the past, but I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but at least for her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got...
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission.
This time, we needn't compete. Go.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named... This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on our...
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way...
It's getting late. Where to now?
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my apologies. I couldn't get to you any sooner. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him?
Please, let us reconvene.
Nice. It's getting late. Where to now?
What is your purpose for entering?
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, no matter how astronomically distant you are. The Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Don Hung.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From—
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again,
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that—
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gate's reopening. She was also asking after you, Don Hung. I think it'd be best if you update—
She must have been worried. I'll return to the—
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission, too. Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on— Oh, yeah. There are some people we have—
Fine. Don Hung and I will go back to the Express.
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must—
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Well—
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of— When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Cienjo, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Genuine. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Nice.